So if you build a fish trap, will they come? Well, we're about to find out. I'm out with a couple of Alberta Environment and Parks biologists who are in the process of trying to capture some native Westslope Cutthroat trout in order to repopulate this threatened species in their native home range.
We're looking at recovering one of the three species at risk, fish species at risk in Alberta, which is in this case Westslope Cutthroat trout. We have also bull trout and Athabasca rainbow trout further north that we also trying to recover, and they have been listed last year. Westslope Cutthroat trout have been on the page for quite a while already, and we have tried to recover them for several years now. They have been experiencing stress from hybridization as well as harvest or over-harvest through angling and through consumptive use in the past, and now through angling efforts, and also due to habitat loss, due to any kind of environmental effects on streams that are native to Westslope Cutthroat trout. The biggest problem we're facing at the moment amongst all of this, even if we recover habitat and even if we completely would shut out anglers, we need to get the purity of the fish right, because the federal listing requires a 99% plus purity of the genetic stock of the trout.
So you might be asking yourself, isn't there an easier way to recover native fish species? Well, it turns out it all comes around to genetics.
So we know that this site on this watershed is only pure fish, and we've done a lot of genetic testing in this water body, and we know that there's a large natural waterfall downstream of us. And every fish that we've tested in every different tributary on the main stem of the system has come back as genetically pure Westslope Cutthroat trout. So that was number one. Two, we know that they utilize this creek for spawning because of the work we did last year on the system. And personal experience and local knowledge have also added to that. And we also felt that it was an easy access. Also, this creek has a unique feature. It's got a set of 3 waterfalls that are a barrier upstream of us, about a kilometer and a half. Upstream of that, there's a large section of the river that is isolated, has no risk to hybridization, and it has the same type of habitat as downstream of the falls. So the idea is that we can take fish, cross them genetically, and produce offspring, and place those offspring upstream. So when you get to the corner, you can just take the little mesh that's on the rock, fold it down upstream, and just push everything over.
Ideally, the biologists would prefer to be electrofishing, but that requires a number of folks working in close quarters, and given the COVID-19 situation, this method was simply not possible. So enter Plan B.
Yes, our fish trap that we have set up here today is a set of aluminum conduit trap, and basically what happens is as fish migrate upstream into the system, they're funneled into the trap like a lobster trap, and the fish are then able to be collected from the holding pen, which is at the top end of the system. So what we will do is we will take the gametes, which is the milt and the eggs, the sperm and the eggs, and we'll take those and cross them. And we cross multiple individuals with multiple individuals. We're not just doing one-on-one. That allows us to build genetic diversity, and it also, if we have one male that's not producing good milts, we're guaranteed at least some of the eggs will be fertilized.
By providing a controlled environment to allow the eggs to mature, biologists are more confident about a higher survival rate.
In nature, there would be a very low percentage of those eggs that would actually first be fertilized, then get to the IDAP stage, then get to the alien stage and actually survive to be a swim-up stage that then swims in the stream. With having hatchery folks that are professionals in this, creating the perfect environment for the eggs to survive, we actually have a very high survival of the eggs to be maximizing the amount of ailments that we actually can release in the upstream section of the stream, and with that getting the most bang for our buck, the most eggs that we can release.
So right now it really turns into a waiting game. We'll find out if some fish eventually get into this trap, and then it's off to the fish hatchery, and then a big hike further upstream. There's going to be a lot more to this story, so watch this space. Till next time, everyone, stay safe out there. I'm Michael Short. Let's go outdoors.